Coming up on this edition of Bearkat Student Media News, find out what superpower people have and how it can impact your future starting November. Also, students are dipping their toes in seeking new opportunities for their future careers.
Live from the Dan Rather Communications Building on the campus of Sam Houston State University, this is Channel 7 News.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Rodrigo Mendoza. Welcome to Bearkat Student Media News. Are you registered to vote in the upcoming elections? Find out where you can find your polling place, as well as other important information. Bearkat Student Media's Muri Moreno has more.
According to the Vote Texas website, the race for governor will take place November 8th, as well as several other state and local races. According to the Walker County website, the deadline to register to vote in person was October 11th, and the last day to register to vote by mail is October 28th.
We really need to come together and make our voice heard, because now, again, like I said before, our life is on the line.
Voting in the midterm election is from October 24th through November 4th. You have the option to vote by mail or in person, as stated on the Vote Texas website. However, there are a few requirements you must meet to qualify to vote by mail, such as being 65 or older, have a disability, and a few more that you can find on the Walker County website.
We have seen, the highest record turnout, in many years in 2020, and we'll have to see what these midterms hold.
To the Walker County website, early voting will be held at the Walker County Storm Shelter. On election day, voting runs from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Check the website to see where your precinct is.
Hard times right now, so every voice counts. And the only reason why what I would do it for is not only for my future, but for the future of my children.
For more information, visit the Walker County website or votetexas.gov website. From the campus of Sam Houston State University, Muri Moreno, Bearkat Student Media.
SHSU's Department of Political Science found a creative way to bring a lecture to life. Students came to the LSC Theater to hear from an author whose book is important to political science majors. Erin Geiger-Smith is the author of Thank You for Voting. She was invited to speak after reading from her book that was assigned to her niece's class. With elections coming up, Geiger had this to say about the young adult vote.
Voting is your superpower because it's the way for you to show up and choose the person who is going to do the best thing for you and others that you care about. Hopefully you will get your friends and families and coworkers and fellow students to vote, and that's how it really is your superpower, because you take your one vote and you can expand it by many.
Students took pictures with Geiger, and students who got book copies had the chance to get them signed. The city of Huntsville is trying to regroup after a cyber breach. The city reported last week their systems had been attacked. City leaders say they took steps to protect their cyber environment, including disconnecting certain functions. They say they're consulting with outside cybersecurity professionals. In a press release, they say, quote, "Our goals right now are to remove any and all infections from our system to make sure that all devices are clean and restore functionality. We're working as quickly as we can to determine the scope and impact of the incident." City offices are open and operational. However, they're only accepting cash until this situation is resolved. One of Sam Houston campus ministry is creating opportunities for students to discover what they may want to do after they graduate. From October 17th to the 21st, Chi Alpha Student Ministries hosted its second annual Workplace Week. Monday through Wednesday at the Chi Alpha House, guest speakers such as teachers, business people, and law enforcement officers responded to questions students had about how their jobs furthered their faith. At Chi Alpha's weekly Thursday service in the Criminal Justice Auditorium, speakers Rick and Amber Stevens shared their experiences about the current workplace after leaving college. Workplace Week ended on Friday with a senior night, which provided opportunities for seniors to network with Chi Alpha alumni and churches. One of Sam Houston State's most visible icons may hold some dark secrets. Urban legend has it, if you pass underneath it, you may call Sam Houston home just a little bit longer. Bearkat Student Media's Justin Hardcastle has more.
If you've spent any time walking around SHSU's campus, you may have seen one of the biggest sights in the mall area, the Clock Tower. Officially known as the Blatchley Bell Tower, it was dedicated during homecoming week in 2005, making it a relatively new addition on the campus. It's known best for its ringing bells that our student body is always thrilled to hear throughout the day, and generally being nice to look at. But this tower has some secrets. According to the student body, walking under the arches of this clock tower is bad luck, and it can push your graduation date back by at least a semester.
Now, hearing rumors about this clock tower is one thing, so me and fellow BSM reporter Rodrigo Mendoza decided to take a stroll around campus and see what students' thoughts on the matter was, and even if they'd be willing to go under the clock tower for the right price.
The infamous clock tower.
I know if you walk under the clock tower that you'll take 1 year later to graduate, so it's bad luck, basically.
Oh, so you're 1 year?
Yeah, yes, sir. I've heard that someone that walked under the clock tower, it took him an extra year to graduate, so I don't want that to happen to me, so.
So I just walked under the clock tower before I was even a student when I was on a 2 here, so I hope it doesn't apply to me in the end.
Now, knowing about the clock tower is one thing, but is there anyone out there willing to take the plunge under those arches for some money?
Would you like, if someone paid you like $20 and said, hey, walk under it right now, would you do it?
$20 is $20, so I don't know. I mean, I'm a broke college student, so I don't know.
From the Dan Rather Communications Building, Justin Hardcastle and Rodrigo Mendoza, Bearkat Student Media.
Coming up, students bought the salsa, but no chips were needed.
This could be any town in Texas. Friendly folk. Everyone knows everyone, including our doctor, when we have one. Out here, it's an hour drive just for a checkup. They say we're facing a shortage of doctors, and that's one thing our state can't afford. We're so deeply bound to our rural roots, it's hard to comprehend. That's why Sam Houston State University created its College of Osteopathic Medicine to meet the healthcare needs of our rural communities and all who call Texas home. Better healthcare in our small towns is better for everyone. A new generation of physicians for Texans from a medical school that understands our Texas roots. Sam Houston State University, a great name in medicine.
You're watching Bearkat Student Media News, a production of the Mass Communications Department at Sam Houston State University, only right here on Channel 7.
There's no place like homecoming, in Huntsville that is. The Huntsville Independent School District had its Wizard of Oz themed homecoming parade on September 29th. The parade started at Sam Houston Avenue at 19th Street and marched through town. Firefighters and people on the floats threw candy at children.
And we came down here today to watch the parade and get some candy. We got a whole bag full. They were throwing a lot of candy today. We had a lot of fun this year. There was a lot more floats than there was last year, and they did throw a lot of candy, so our sound is definitely going to be hyper.
Parade candy throwers included KSAM radio host, Huntsville Elementary School students, and the Huntsville Hornets high school football team. Are you in need of some new style? Well, things are getting wild here in Huntsville, as a new boutique shop is opening on University Avenue. Bearkat Student Media's Eric Johnson has more.
Making its grand debut on 1329 University Avenue, the Wild Brim is the newest franchise to the Farmhouse family, expanding from food to fashion.
Recently opened about a month and a half ago. We are new to the Huntsville area. However, we do own Farmhouse Cafe, Wild Honey Boutique, and Farmhouse Coffee and Cream. So the new concept of this store is we have a custom hat bar, we have guys goods, more of a Western wear, antique native jewelry, so people can come in and they can design their own custom hat. We shape hats, we can add ribbon, we brand them, so lots of cool things that you can customize to yourself here.
There's an outside seating area for customers needing to relax while shopping.
A destination spot here in Huntsville that people from Huntsville love to come out and shop. Lots of good support from Huntsville. We've been here over 55 years in the restaurant business, and we also have so many people from out of town that come, to enjoy everything here.
The Wild Brim is open on Monday to Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. On the campus of Sam Houston State University, I'm Eric Johnson, Bearkat Media.
The Hot Rods of Texas is the largest swap meet in the Houston area, and it was held in Conroe last weekend. The Conroe swap meet was held from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and was open to the public. Admission on Friday and Sunday were free, but on Saturday, organizers charged $2. Vendors were required to have 75% of their merchandise be automotive related. People went out to Conroe to find parts, tools, and even cars. This all-day event attracts many grease monkeys around the Houston area. The Hot Rods of Texas will return to Conroe in February. Sam Houston State University students celebrated Latinx authors at a Read Aloud. The College of Humanities and Social Science and Inclusion Committee, along with the Department of World Languages and Cultures, hosted an event on October 13th. Students gathered in the Olson Auditorium to read poem excerpts written by a U.S. Hispanic or Latinx author. The majority of the audience were students enrolled in a Spanish course. Several language professors attended the event as well.
We all come from different backgrounds, and I think this is a good opportunity for us to meet people, to share our experiences, and to realize how diverse our community is.
The audience voted on their favorite reader. The winner was awarded with a Barnes & Noble gift card and a free book. The Orange Ballroom in the Loman Student Center hosted Baile Latin Night last Friday. To celebrate the closing of Hispanic Heritage Month, the Latin Night celebrated and shed light on their culture. Baile Folklorico dancers performed traditional and authentic dances from Latin culture. The dancers' bright, swirling costumes, heel stomping, and singing had the audience on the edge of their seats. The sounds of famous Mexican songs filled the room. Students danced and sang under strobe lights. Students represented their countries and different cultures.
It's just a place for not only Hispanic people, but just everyone in general to gather around and dance. I don't know. To me, I really like it, and it's really fun just to express ourselves, express our culture, and just to gather around with other people who feel similar.
In the end, fellow Bearkats celebrated their cultures and paid homage to their heritage. Still ahead, it's getting spooky on campus. One department put students in the Halloween spirit. Details later in the show.
And sunshine may be hard to come by this weekend. I'm forecaster Justin Hardcastle, and we'll have your full weather picture right after the break.
Schmidt in the gun, stands on the 15. Schmidt looking over center, it's caught! It's a touchdown! It's a touchdown!
Three, two, one.
Good afternoon, Huntsville and Sam Houston State University students. I'm Justin Hardcastle with your local forecast. It's currently 66 degrees in Huntsville with sunny skies throughout the day. The humidity is at a nice 38%, winds at 2 miles an hour with that feels like temperature at 66. Around the region, Centerville is at 65 degrees, College Station comes in at 66. As well, Groveton is at 66 degrees, Livingston checks in at 67, Conroe 66, and finally Hardin also checks in at 68. Statewide, El Paso is seeing temperatures of 56 degrees with cloudy skies, while Lubbock is 60. Dallas checks in at 64, and Brownville is at a toasty 80. Around the nation, it's 66 degrees in New York, 48 degrees in Chicago, and a nice 82 down in Miami. 49 degrees in Denver, and 59 degrees in Los Angeles. For tomorrow, we'll wake up to 50 degrees in Huntsville. Sunrise will be at 6:46 a.m. with bright and sunny skies. Winds from the east at about 3 miles an hour, and humidity will be at 59%. The 5-day forecast for Huntsville tomorrow, the high is 79 with a low of 52. Friday has a High of 66 with a low of 52. Saturday checks in at 67. Sunday 72 and cloudy. Monday has a high of 76 with a low of 68 and about an 8% chance of rain. And that's going to do it from the Bearkat Student Media Weather Center. I'm Justin Hardcastle, and you have a great rest of your week.
Thank you, Justin. This week, the 63rd Annual Faculty Art Exhibition opened. The exhibit features pieces from 16 different artists. All of the artists are faculty from the Department of Art at SHSU. The exhibit has many different paintings and sculptures inside.
I think it's really interesting. I love seeing all the professors' work. I love seeing the variety of work we have. It's just a large variety. It's very interesting to see.
Each art piece will have an artist statement. The statement will help viewers understand the intent behind the work. The exhibit will be open from October 17th to November 23rd. It's located in the Dana G. Hoyt Art Building on campus. The exhibit is free and open to the public.
And the Bearkats continue their winning ways on the football field. I'm Bearkat Student Media sportscaster Eric Johnson, and I'll have all your action on the field and on the court coming up after the break.
The proud son of hardworking immigrant parents, Eric Rodas chose to serve his country. A father, a soldier, and now a college graduate. He proved that circumstances have nothing to do with your outcome. Since 1879, we've been helping students like Eric determine their future. Sam Houston State University, a great name in education.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Eric Johnson with your Bearkat Student Media Sports. The Bearkats face Utah Tech with Matt Merkins as the new offensive coordinator after John Perry was demoted from his position by head coach Casey Keeler. Tech scored first with a 28-yard field goal by Connor Brooksby. Seth Morgan tied the game with a field goal of his own from 20 yards away and kicked two more in the game. Later in the quarter, Keegan Shoemaker connected with Alvante Wooder on the 8-yard pass to give Sam Houston an 18-3 lead. Utah Tech attempted to push back in the fourth with a 40-yard field goal by Brooksby, and Joey Hobart caught a 10-yard pass from Victor Gablis, but it wasn't enough as Sam Houston came out on top. After starting the season 0-2, the Bearkats are riding a 4-game winning streak. The Sam Houston volleyball team has had a rough go of this season. They entered the match against UT Arlington with a 6-17 record. The Lady Bearkats fell to the Lady Mavericks from 4 sets, 25-19, 25-27, 20-25, and 26-28. Madison Dyer had 16 kills and 8 blocks in the losing, while Madison Fuser and Elizabeth C. had 7 blocks apiece. Hannah Baker led the team in digs with 24, while Avery Fuller racked up the most assists with 29. Both Catherine and Kieger and Alyssa Fielder had 12 kills each. Sam Houston will attempt to spike both their overall and conference records as the team heads west to face Grand Canyon University, followed by California Baptist University. A lot of excitement on the field and on the court. I'm Eric Johnson, and that's a wrap on sports.
Thank you, Eric. Let's hope for the best for these Bearkats this season. Are you ready for spooky season? The College of Arts and Media is. On October 19th, the CAM department hosted a Halloween movie night inside the Erica Starr Theater. They played Tim Burton's A Nightmare Before Christmas, and admission was free. All SHSU students and faculty and staff were invited. The first 100 attendees were given Halloween treats. Some of these treats included candy, stickers, and a bingo card.
We decided on Nightmare Before Christmas because it's just a classic, and we also tried to do a Christmas movie day last year, which was a little bit more tough because since the semester ends, right after Thanksgiving, everyone's getting ready for finals, so we don't have as much flexibility to do something fun for Christmas, so this was kind of our way to do both at once.
The first 5 winners of the movie bingo were given reusable cups filled with candy and confetti as their special prize. And that'll do it for us at the Bearkat Student Media News. I'm Rodrigo Mendoza. We'll see you back here next week.